Hey guys, NCSFan001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, January 25th, 2021. So this will have covered the week of the 18th through the 24th of 2021. Not a ton of trophy progress made this week for reasons that are probably pretty obvious to a lot of you guys that see my posts and stuff on both YouTube and Twitter. Because, yeah, I'll go ahead and clear that elephant in the room is that I am currently COVID positive and locked down quarantining in my apartment, which could be worse given that the place I work for pretty much changed the rules so that we actually do now get paid if we end up getting sick and having to miss work, because originally they were not paying any sort of sick leave or anything if we got the virus while we were at work. And given where I work, it was extremely likely that all of us would get it eventually. And now maybe like a third to half of us have gotten it. So it was expected to happen eventually, and now it has. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not that big a deal because one, it means I get it over with and most likely will not get it again, or if I do get it again, it's a lot less severe, as that's usually how it works. And two, the symptoms are not really all that bad. Right now, the symptoms are really just... It's weird not being able to taste or smell anything. I'm going to say it's a really strange feeling. But along with that, just some chest congestion, some nasal sinus congestion, on and off headache and sore throat a little bit. But I've been far sicker than this in my life, so honestly, I'm not really that worried. I can be happy that it's not a whole lot worse like some people have it. So that means I get basically a week to chill out here. And yeah, I mean, I'm definitely still tired and don't have as much energy, so it might not be that productive of a week overall. But I do have certain things I'm going to be working on, which I'll talk about toward the end. So we got games. We worked on 3 games this week, or I worked on 3 games. I don't know how many you guys worked on. First up is Spider-Man Kilometer Morales, which I have now finished the Platinum Trophy on. It's the only Platinum I got this week. So we can go over the entire list today. So this is a very, very easy Platinum Trophy. Would highly recommend playing this game. The only unfortunate thing is that you do have to beat it twice because the New Game Plus trophy is built into the Platinum, which is unusual, but it actually doesn't make you play on a higher difficulty. So you can do the entire thing on the easiest difficulty if you want, where I don't even think you can die on the easiest difficulty. I mean, I didn't play on that. I played on the second easiest difficulty because I wanted to at least have a little bit of a challenge and experience with it. This is a very fun game, like I said, though. It's absolutely worth playing. It has some things that are even better than the original, in my opinion. So, to get the Platinum, you have to unlock all the skills, which you can't get until your New Game Plus playthrough, because there are 3 skills that are New Game Plus specific. 100%ing all the districts, there's a lot less to do in this game, but some of the abilities to, like, some of the stuff you have to do in the districts doesn't become available until later in the game, or even after you finish the main story, like the postcards. Time capsules and postcards and underground caches and Roxxon labs and underground hideouts are all parts of that 100%. They all get marked on your map, so they're really not too difficult. Purchasing all the suits does require quite a bit of material, but if you end up being just a little bit short on this one, it's fine because you can do it in New Game Plus because everything carries over and you'll get plenty of points there. This is either a story or side mission related trophy. Then this one is one of the tougher miscellaneous trophies, completing an entire enemy base without being detected. It's not too difficult, but you just have to be a little bit careful while you're doing it. Make sure you have a lot of upgrades before you try it. The 100 combo, I don't remember where I did it, but it's one of the first trophies I got, so I didn't really have much of a problem with it. Then you have to get spectacular or better in any of the 3 challenges of each of the 3 varieties. There's a total of 9 challenges plus like a bonus challenge, which is this one right here. So there's a total of 10 challenges that you have to do, and you have to complete, I mean, only 9 of them actually have rankings, and you have to complete those with spectacular or better, which is super, super easy. I mean, I did all of them to the maximum rank because they really are not that difficult. Crafting upgrades, you should get this one naturally because it's worth upgrading stuff as much as possible. It does help. This is the first trophy you're going to get in the game. It's a story-related trophy right at the beginning. Then all the sound samples, this is one of the not side mission, this is one of the 100% requirements. This is a story trophy, story, 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 Story are all story-related trophies, so quite a few good story-related trophies, even though most of them are bronze, which is fine. The 25 ceiling and wall takedowns is a little bit of a grind. I recommend doing these in the second stealth challenge because it's set up very well for both. The camouflage kills are probably going to come naturally. You shouldn't have much of a problem with this one. The venom attacks I didn't actually get until my New Game Plus playthrough because I guess I just wasn't really using them that much. So just use them a lot and you'll get it pretty easily, and you can always grind it out by replaying hideouts and challenges and stuff. The Venom Jump and Venom Dash on a single enemy is very easy. Just remember that it exists as a trophy. Venom Dash to throw an enemy into a group of 3 or more other enemies. This one, you can do it in like the Roxxon Labs and stuff, is pretty easy places to do it. Then you actually have 2 mission-specific trophies, but thankfully you can do a chapter select type of feature in this game once you've beaten the game, so it's not really a big issue. The first one right here for riding Rhino through 15 different destructible objects is done in the very first mission of the game, while this is done in one of the last missions of the game, but they're both very easy and shouldn't give you any problems as long as you know that they're there, and of course you can just replay the mission if needed. This is a very nice fitting tribute to Stan Lee, and it is, I don't remember exactly where you have to go, but there's guides for it. This is just a simple photo mode trophy. 50 kills with the remote mine is very easy, though some people say this one's glitched and you have to do more. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app requests are basically a type of side mission, nothing much to worry about there. The suit mods and visor mods, you don't need to craft all of them, but you might as well craft most of them, find which ones you like the most. This was the final trophy I got. You can just follow a video guide as to exactly where it is. Story-related trophy. The bonus objectives for every crime type. There's 10 different types of crimes, but thankfully in this game, you can actually do something really cool. You can replay crimes from the Friendly Neighborhood Spider app, and that allows you to not have to wander the city waiting for specific crime types to pop back up to redo the bonus objectives in. So that makes this one very, very easy. The 100 stealth takedowns is pretty much unmissable. This is another miscellaneous location-based trophy that shouldn't cause a problem. Once you've beaten the game, just scroll through the entire social feed at any time for this trophy. It just takes a couple minutes. And finally, you have to beat the game a second time on New Game Plus, which takes 3 to 4 hours. You can skip a lot of the cutscenes, but it is a little bit pointless to have to do, but it's not like difficult by any means. So highly recommend playing this game. It's a lot of fun. It's an easy platinum, so yeah, nothing much more to say about that. Then, Overcooked 2, I played just a little bit of Carnival of Chaos solo, actually, because Friday was when I tested positive, so couldn't do much more else, but I did play some of this World 1 solo because I knew I wasn't going to get to hang out with my girlfriend this week, so I just went ahead and played a little bit of it to get back into the swing of it and start working on the guide for this DLC, so I only earned 1 trophy. Carnival of Chaos is a little bit harder as a DLC than the first 2 DLCs are. Like, it's definitely harder than Surf and Turf, and I'd say it's definitely harder than Campfire Cook-Off. I don't know if it's overall more difficult than Night of the Hangry Horde, though, because there's no Horde levels. So I've currently completed the first 6 levels of this DLC, as well as the first Kevel. So basically 7 of the, like, how many levels would there be total? I think 15 total levels. 7 of them I've done to 3 stars, including all of World 1. So it's definitely a little bit tougher with some of these levels just because of the meals being a little more complicated with the low times that you get. But overall, it hasn't been anything too terribly difficult yet, but we will have to see because I still have, whatever, like 6 more normal levels to do, and possibly I'll do the Kevin levels. Delivering all the meal types, I assume, is going to come naturally, though, because that's usually how those trophies work. And then the firing from a cannon is very easy to grind out, so is the mustard and ketchup. So the miscellaneous trophies in this DLC are actually pretty easy compared to some of the others, so this is going to be a little bit shorter of a DLC. So again, obviously I don't know when I'm going to get to work on that because, you know, I'm not hanging out with anyone for the next 10 days or so. But, you know, we'll work on it when we get the chance, and yeah, that's really nothing much more else to say with that. But I mean, I'm close to that 100%, which I'm excited about. So, I mean, get a second Overcooked game done, then just have to do the one on PS5 once I eventually get a PS5. Which is not really my exact priority at this moment in time, given everything else. And then finally, I made progress. Did I already have Bounty of Blood finished? I did. So I made a little bit of progress in Psycho Krieg and the Fantastic Fustercluck. So this DLC is pretty easy overall. You actually get the first 5 trophies here as story-related trophies, so those are all unmissable and story-related. Then you have to complete all the side missions and crew challenges, which are actually pretty minimal this time. This DLC does not feel like it should have been the fourth one. This feels like it should have been the first one. With, like, the quality of it's good, the storyline and all is fine, and the characters are fun to interact with, because it's, you know, you're in the mind of an actual psycho, which was a good idea. It was a very solid idea for a DLC, but it feels fairly rushed and not really the highest of quality because, I mean, I'm fine with the main story not being overly long because it is DLC and that is sort of like how the other ones are. But there's around 14 side missions, but almost all of them take like 2 minutes. They all just feel like complete and total filler. Like, scratch Krieg repeatedly, scratch good Krieg or bad Krieg repeatedly, bury an axe and give a eulogy for it, which is fine because it's hilarious and you sort of just sit there thinking like, this is definitely Borderlands. But it's not, you know, it doesn't feel like it needed to be done as a type of side mission. But hey, you know, I'll take the easy progress. There's also only 9 crew challenges, 3 in each of like the 3 main areas, and they're slightly more annoying because you have to shoot a bunch of targets in a certain amount of time, so sort of like the shooting range. But I mean, it's still not like that difficult, but it's a little bit easier if you're doing it in 2-player. And then the Gates to Valhalla, or Valhalla, I think is some kind of ultimate reward you get at the end of the DLC, so that's one of the last things you're going to do. So yeah, making more and more progress on Borderlands 3. Don't know when I'm going to get to start working on Designer's Cut, because obviously I don't own that DLC yet. I don't own the second season pass yet because it's $30, and it literally just gets you Designer's Cut, the yet-to-be-released Director's Cut, I think is going to be the other mode, and like a new skill tree for each character and a new skin for each character for $30. That's not even remotely worth that price. So I don't know when I'll be getting that done, and I mean, the last DLC isn't even out yet. So that was actually it for trophy progress. Like I said, I knew that this wasn't going to be that productive of a week because of everything else that happened, and I don't know how productive this week is going to be. So, level 714 with 10% completion, 19,914 total trophies, 487 platinums, 2,811 golds, 5,312 silvers, 11,304 bronzes. So, plans for this upcoming week. So, as per games I'm working on, I am dedicating myself to Destiny 2. I am going to get that done during my time where I can't go to work because I have more time during the day that I can go on sort of whenever I want and just get that crap done. I'm also working on leveling myself by playing the Shadowkeep DLC because I did buy that for like 10 or 12 bucks recently because it was on sale. So I will be getting that done at hopefully this week. That is really a dedicated plan of this week, and I really want to start working on Call of Duty World War II again this week while I have the time. Otherwise, though, I'll probably finish off this 4th DLC for Borderlands 3 and just get it out of the way. And then I also need to go back and play Fallout 76 Steel Dawn DLC now that I have some time to play it. So those are sort of my goals for this week. And then, I mean, I obviously probably won't get to work on Overcooked 2 very much, if at all. But just work on all these other games, and that'll be pretty good for this week. As long as I'm feeling okay, then there will be a stream this coming weekend, either Friday or Saturday, where we will be getting started on a casual playthrough of Fallout 4. I am very excited for that because it has been a long time since I played Fallout 4, even longer since I played it from the beginning, so should be a lot of fun to see how things have changed. So yeah, that's really, like I said, that's going to be about it. Really going to dedicate myself, or try to dedicate myself to Destiny 2, and to that last Borderlands DLC, and to Call of Duty World War II this week, and just really try to get some progress done on those, as well as just at least get to experience that final, or that, not final, but that other Fallout DLC. And then, you know, if I end up having a little bit of extra time to work on stuff, maybe I get started on Far Cry 2, I don't know yet, but we'll have to see. So, yeah, that's going to be it for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys have been working on down in the comments. Please like, favorite, share, comment, obviously subscribe, and ring the bell if you have not already. And I will hopefully see you guys for more stuff this week.